Good morning, children. Now this is ninth class social studies, lesson number 6. What is that lesson? Agriculture in India. What is that? Agriculture in India. Children, from ancient period, our Indian people doing agriculture activities. That means they are producing food grains. Okay, so we discussed about how people developing from year to year, etc. Okay, children. So when they started agriculture activity 12,000 years ago, they settled in a separate place. They did not move from one place to another place. Okay, so that is called sedentary life started. So when they started this settled life, they produced different kinds of food grains and also some other crops also. Okay, children. Now look at here. Even in India, not only in India but also where the civilization flourished, we could observe in that places they did agriculture activities. Okay, children. Next one, in India. What about agriculture in India? Actually, the types of agriculture or farming is two types here. What are that? Types of farming. Farming means agriculture activities. Okay, children. So what are the two types here? Look at, children. Subsistence farming, commercial farming. What is that? Subsistence farming, commercial farming. So these are the two types of agriculture in India. Next one, I want to say to you about subsistence farming or subsistence agriculture. I wrote here, look at single. This subsistence farming is again classified into two types. Okay, what is that? Subsistence farming. What are that? First one is single subsistence farming. Second one is intensive subsistence farming. What is that? Single subsistence farming, intensive subsistence farming. Actually, the farming types are two types. First one is subsistence farming, second one is commercial farming. These subsistence farming again two types. What are that? Single subsistence farming. Second one is intensive subsistence farming. Okay, now I will discuss to you about single subsistence farming. What is the meaning of single subsistence farming? Okay, children. For example, in the olden days, the people they cut off the trees in the forest area. Okay, so when they cut off the trees, they cleaned the all garbage and what is the wastage, and they started fluffing. They sowed some seeds. Okay, with the help of rain, that means monsoons. We know Indian agriculture depending upon monsoons. So what are the monsoons? Two types monsoons are there. Okay, so due to these monsoons, our Indian agriculture flourished. Okay, children, every year monsoons are coming. If there are no monsoons come, that is called bad year. If the monsoons will come, that year is good year. Okay, children. So Indian agriculture depending upon monsoons. Okay, so these monsoons are two types, children. Okay, what are that one? First one is southwest monsoons. Due to the southwest monsoons, our India received bulk of rainfall, children. Almost all parts, except some parts. Next, second one is northeast monsoons. These are also known as retreating monsoons. Due to the retreating monsoons, Coromandel coast receives high rainfall. Coromandel coast means Tamil Nadu area. What is that? Some part of our Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, etc. Okay, children. So these are the two types of monsoons. So due to the monsoons, that means at rainy season, people they cut off the trees and they started ploughing and sowing seeds. Okay, so this is called agriculture activity. So they yield some amount of food grains, etc. So this type of agriculture is called single subsistence farming. What is called? Single subsistence farming. Actually, this is also known as shifting agriculture. What it is? Shifting agriculture. Shifting agriculture means people will clear off all trees in certain area they will do agriculture activities 1 year, 2 years or 3 years. After they will left this place, okay, they will leave this place and they will go to another place. Again they will clear the trees, all trees in that area, and again they will ploughing and sowing seeds and starting these all agriculture activities. After some years they will go from that place to another new place. Again they will start like that. So this is called shifting agriculture. This agriculture is also known as Podu agriculture. What is that? Podu agriculture. So in this Podu agriculture or shifting agriculture, people used small tools for agriculture purpose. They cultivated a small land, not a big land or large acres of land. Small plots or small land. Why? Because their tools also very it is not modern tools, okay, ancient tools. So that's why they were able to cultivate a small land with these tools. For example, what are the tools I wrote here? Hoe, dove, sticks, etc. Okay, children, with the help of these tools, they started agriculture in a small land. Okay, children, that is called single subsistence agriculture or farming. Okay. Next one, they are depending completely upon monsoons. Okay, so if the monsoons will come, they start agriculture activity in that certain land. If there are no rains, that means there are no monsoons, they may not do anything in that farming activities in that area. Okay, children, so that is called single subsistence farming. Okay, children, so in that single subsistence farming, we are cultivating a small land with old methods, with small tools. Okay, children? They are yielding also a small quantity of food grains. That is about single subsistence farming. This is also known as Podu agriculture or shifting agriculture. So that is, children. Next one is, in the subsistence farming, second type is intensive subsistence farming. Now, in our country, especially after independence 1947 on after, our Indian government also focused in the first 5 years plan for the development of agriculture. Okay, so our first former Prime Minister also focused upon the development of agriculture. So that's why they constructed dams across the river. When they constructed dams across the river, they are able to store some water. After rainy season, they irrigated through canals this water to the agriculture land. Okay, children. Next, we implemented many new technology in agriculture. Okay, children. Next one, we are using at present fertilizers, chemicals, etc. Okay. Now look at here. This is possible in high populated or dense populated areas, children. High populated or dense populated areas, children. Why? Because for that high population, they need high or more food grains. So that is why in a small land, they implemented new methods. They applied chemicals and fertilizers. They irrigated to that land, that small land. Within a year, they are able to cultivate or producing 2 or 3 crops. Why? Because water is available, chemicals, fertilizers are available, technology is available. Okay, so due to these all facilities, they are able to produce more food grains in a small land. That type of agriculture is called intensive subsistence farming or agriculture. Here it is possible in high population areas. Next one, they applied biochemicals and they irrigate. Irrigation is very important. Irrigation means through canals they are providing water to this small land. Okay, children. But in this they did not provide water facility through irrigation. So there are no irrigation facilities in this type. What is the type? Single subsistence farming type. Okay, children. But in the second type, that means intensive subsistence farming, they are irrigating lands through canals. They are supplying water or to pump sets. Okay, with the electricity, these pump sets are running. So this is about intensive subsistence farming, children. Next one is here. Look at, I explained subsistence farming two types: single subsistence farming, intensive subsistence farming. Okay, children. Next one is commercial farming, children. So I wrote here. What is that? Commercial farming. So in that commercial farming, the farmers are introducing high yielding variety seeds. What is that? High yielding variety seeds. That means H by V seeds. Okay. Next one, they applied chemicals and fertilizers, even pesticides also. They sprayed some pesticides to kill the insects over the crop. Okay, to grow more and to give more yield, they are applying chemicals and fertilizers. Okay, children. Actually, this commercial farming is started in our country. Okay, many states. But listen here, rice they are producing as commercial farming. Rice, which states? Haryana, Punjab, etc. So these two states are producing rice commercial purpose. That means more than, okay, actually if they need 100 bags, they are producing 200, 300, 500 bags. Remaining surplus, they are selling these food grains to other countries or other states and getting some income. So this type of farming is called commercial farming. Okay, but in Odisha it is not commercial farming. Okay, children, they are producing what they want, etc. I think. Next one, not only rice but also plantations. We know what are the plantations in our country. So these plantations also comes under commercial farming activity, children. For example, I wrote here tea, coffee, rubber, sugarcane, banana. What are that? Tea, coffee, sugarcane, rubber, banana. So these plantations also comes under commercial farming activity, children. Okay, actually this tea is exporting or rubber is exporting. Okay, coffee is exporting. Okay, bananas also exporting from different areas. Okay, so when they are exporting these, that means commercial purpose, they are earning more amount as food grains than food grains. Okay, children, so that's you keep in mind. Next one, soil, water, sunshine is very important for agriculture, children. If the soil is fertile, if you provide water and the atmosphere, sunshine also abundant frequently, then you can yield more crop in that particular area. If there are no water facility, even though it is fertile land, we cannot yield anything. Okay, children, if you have sufficient land, it is fertile land, okay, you are irrigating through canals, but if there is no sunshine, then only in that type of only we cannot yield more crop, children. That means if you cultivate the land or if you produce the food grains or whatever it is through farming, we need three things. What are that? Water is important, soil is important, sunshine also important. Next one is seasons, children. Here in our country, seasons are three types, children. Rabi season, Kharif season, Zaid season. What are that? I repeat, Rabi season, Kharif season, Zaid season. So these are the three seasons for agriculture. Okay, I wrote here Rabi season period during October to December, children. That means in winter. But harvest time is April to June, children. So what type of crops are growing in Rabi season? Wheat is important. Wheat. Rabi season wheat. Next barley, pears, grains, etc. also growing. Especially we can see in Rabi season in our country some states Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana. Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana. At Green Revolution time they started these all crops in Rabi season. Next season is Kharif season, children. It comes between September to October, children. Okay, what types of crops are growing in this Kharif season? Paddy is important, worry. So everyone we are taking as meals worry annamu. Okay. Next one rice. Next one maize, cotton, jowar, bajra, jute, groundnuts, red grams, black grams, green grams, horse grams, etc. also growing in this season. That is called Kharif season. Okay. Next last season is Jaid. It is comes in the summer months, children. Summer months. What type of crops are growing? Watermelon, muskmelon, cucumber, some kinds of vegetables. Okay, children, puchkaya. You know, summer ragane puchkaya. Okay, so they are the three seasons and growing crops in the two different seasons. Okay, children, I shall explain to you the remaining lesson in the next class. Thank you.